Here I am, Trish Munro, grandchild of Jewish immigrants, sociologist of American Judaism, and vice mayor of Livermore. In November of 2016, I began wearing this kippah, or yarmulke. I put it on to say, here I am. I put it on because Hillel says, if you are not for yourself, who will be for you? I put it on because Hillel also says, if you are for yourself alone, what are you? And I put it on because Hillel finally says, and if now, then when? I grew up on stories told by relatives who hid in the woods when Cossacks came calling. My grandfather told the story of hiding under a bed as his grandfather was shot. My grandfather said, I felt his soul rise to heaven, and my grandfather was not a religious man. I grew up on these stories, and yet I felt different. Until 2016, all that I learned belonged to another time and another place. I grew up near Skokie, and when Nazis threatened to march there in the 1970s, only a few Nazis showed up, not enough for a march, as it happens. And then, in 2016, things changed. And I began wearing a kippah, and I began working not only for my people, but for all peoples. This is what we need to do, and this is what I call on all of us to do. On the left, on the right, to stand up for each other, to stand for Jews, to stand for Asian Americans, to stand for Black people, to stand for immigrants everywhere, to stand for all of us as an inclusive group of Americans, because that's who we are. And if not now, then when?